Good evening, freaks and fiends. I am your host, Bastion, and I'm new. If you hear a goat or two screaming in the background, they're from my sacrifice to get a bit restless. Poor things. I am a queer artist, and like many queer people, it is very important to have a hobby to go to, especially in today's political climate, to help things not be so bleak all the time. I have personally turned to art as an escape for a very long time now. Today, we are going to be going through some of my more recent sketchbooks just so you can get a feel of who I am as a person. I actually have more than a few sketchbooks here with me. I recently counted, and the total came out to give or take 63, though I personally feel like it's closer to 50 because some of these are more so the rest of a journal that's been filled rather than a sketchbook itself. I've been drawing for a very long time, and the oldest ones I have in there are from, I want to say, age 10. I'm currently 17, so for the last 7 years, I have gathered a lot of sketchbooks. I have been drawing for much longer than that, but I unfortunately no longer have any books from before age 10. But I have been talking long enough. I think it is time for us to get to the drawings. Alright, now, unfortunately, there is no longer anything I can do with the background noise. In the intro, I could crop it out, but now I can't, as you could clearly hear. Situation is not the best, but you know, we work with what we have. As recent ones go, I'm counting recent as the last 2 years, and in between these, I have worked in a lot of big sketchbooks as well that are further down in the pile, but we're going to be focusing on these smaller ones today. Now, this one is my current sketchbook. As you can tell, it has not been nearly as filled. And I'm gonna try to go roughly in order, which I think leaves this one first. This is from sophomore year. This book doesn't really have this problem, but you'll notice that some of these are very thin, and it's because I have a separate folder for a certain type of drawing. I am currently doing a bit of world building for a story, and it's a very, very thick folder. Maybe one day we could go through that. And so every drawing at all related to it gets taken out of one book and put in the folder. But for now, we are going to be looking through this. Again, I think this is sophomore year. These are kalimba notes. I don't remember what song it's to. Alright, body. First thing. A little bit before this, I had just gotten very, very, very obsessed with drawing in color, whether it was pen, colored pencil, anything like that. I had originally gotten this from a little challenge I had done in one of my smaller books where I was only allowed to draw in pen, and it really helped me get a lot looser, though obviously you still have bad days. I highly recommend it. I recommend sketching, drawing in non-erasable mediums so much. It will really help you improve. And so in later books, you'll notice that there are some things in graphite, and typically that was because in my art class, we were not allowed to sketch in color at all. You had to do graphite, which really peeved me. A face that never went anywhere. Another body and head that never went anywhere. Do I need sticky notes? I might need sticky notes. I'll edit it out. It's fine. I'll edit out any nudity, any artistic nudity. An unfinished face. Now, this one I didn't like. I liked this one, though. I don't think I have to censor that. Hopefully not. I wouldn't say really into the black phone, but I did like a few of the designs there. Vance, obviously, being one of them. Again, didn't like this one. Really like that one, though. It's got a cute face. Unfinished. There's a lot of these, especially in these earlier ones, where I would sketch things out, hate it, never go back to it. This is an Eddie Kaspbrak. I don't remember if I just drew him or if I was drawing him for somebody. I have a little person who loves Eddie Kasprak. But there he is, very cute. Again, practicing, trying just, not realism, but more accurate, I guess you could say. And that's some Dacre Montgomery for you. I think, I don't know how much Stranger Things there is in here, but I was being forced to watch Stranger Things, and so I did develop my little things. None for him, I will say. Dacre Montgomery has a beautiful face. Don't talk about the other one. I don't even remember his name, to be fair. Working out tattoos. My dad wanted a rose tattoo. Just working some out for him. I hate drawing roses, but there's a running theme of me doing a lot of roses, mainly because he liked them. I hate them. This is a reference to a horror movie, in case you haven't established. I love horror movies. This is actually a Scream blanket, I think from Spencer's. I'm not sure. It was a gift. But if you notice this, kudos to you. We don't talk about the director. And this is a little Steve. My mom really likes Steve Harrington, so I drew a little one. He comes, yep, here he is later, because she really liked this page. She wanted one for Steve. I did one, didn't do the other one, because to be honest, I didn't even like how this one came out. I felt like he's pretty, but he was too pretty. There's a little rat up there on the shoulder. Cute. I think that might be D. I'm not sure. Faces that didn't go anywhere. This is a callback. Wow. I'm trying to remember how long it was. A good bit ago. I want to say maybe 2019. I had this certain style and I was trying to replicate it. This is a character I had called Pumpkin. She was kind of the only one I drew in this style, but I liked her regardless. And this was working out a different character that's technically not mine. I draw her a lot though. Her name is Rose. She's great. You'll see more of her later. If I'm not mistaken, this was going to be Kieran Valentine. I am so holding out that Gen 3 will give us a Kieran doll. I don't care how, like, not gonna happen that is. I adore Kieran with every fiber of my being. He never did anything wrong. This is another one of my OCs in a separate universe. Obviously, I feel like could tell not exactly a person, but yeah, this was also the first time I had really, the legs are hella fucked. I really hated those, even drawing them, but I didn't like them any other way. First time trying to draw a sort of mobility aid that wasn't a sitting aid, if that makes sense. A walking aid, I guess you could say. And I feel like it's weird under the sleeve, but I tried. Don't remember who this was, but it's person. More black phone. Another Vance. I can't remember his name for the life of me for some reason. But I could not for the life of me get his face right, and so I kind of gave him chula lips, and we left it at that. I know I don't look like it. I'm Mexican, though. I felt the need to say that. Obviously, this is Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. I don't remember the purpose of writing all that down, though. But, my cousin's art is in here, so maybe it had something to do with him. He is my go-to Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared guy. And this is his OC. You'll see him later. I draw him. This is Jeremy, though. And his made-up species, bunalautalopes. They're adorable. This is Micah. We don't talk... You'll see this, too. This is technically one of my names, but his is spelled without an H. Different Micah. He's a piece of shit. We don't talk about him. This was style experimentation. I specifically remember this. I could not sleep, and so I just decided to draw, like, my favorite slashers. Going through, technically, I guess Amanda's not a slasher, but, you know. Started here, went here. As you could tell, I got more awake as it progressed. Bada bing, bada boom. If I'm not mistaken, this is a humanoid Donnie from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He's very cute, actually. There was a big trend of this. I had such an intense Mutant Ninja Turtle hyperfixation, and hey, between you and me, still do. Mikey, I feel like goes without explanation. These are both... I don't think, no, this one is not inspired by the Rise design. This one is. This is 110% inspired by Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mikey. And more Bunalotalope and a frog. This is my drag persona. Her name is Glitz. Glitz Rock. She's adorable. Another Donnie. Very cute. The arm here is weird, but I kind of like everything else about it. Leonardo. Little Doodles. I really like this Billy here, actually, but I was trying to figure out a style for a tattoo my mom wanted of Sam, but I ended up kind of doing everybody there. Did not end up drawing Audrey 2. I do have a tattoo I did of Audrey 2, though, so pretty cool. These were some Splinter Doodles that went nowhere. Again, obviously, Rise. I hated how he ended up turning out, and so I just never ended up finishing the page. Figuring out more of Sam, and my favorite thing to write ever, what do you mean? I don't understand. From from Stranger Things. Face. Testing out markers. I don't know what these are, to be fair. Markers. I think those are some Tombow markers. Another body. Another body. This is a good friend of mine. I was drawing her. I never finished, and I feel bad about it. I was using this really cool colored, like, lead that I had gotten. And I kind of, like, fucked the pen, and it's gone now, so I never really ended up finishing it. But she is beautiful. This is for a board game I had to make for one of my classes. It ended up being called Haunted House. It was a team board game between humans and monsters. We have the cliche stereotypes here with the cheerleader, the jock, the tech guy, which was just kind of a nerd, but not really a nerd, but a nerd, the class clown, the book girl, which is another nerd, and the bad girl. And then we had the ghost, the vampire, the werewolf, the witch, the zombie, and the black cat for the zombies. This is, I think, Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, humanoid. Which, like, okay. I have a tendency to draw everything not human, human. It makes things a lot easier on me. I like drawing people. Except for here. They're not people here. They're the puppets here. And I'm actually upset at myself that I never finished this one, but I have a rule that if I go 2 weeks without touching a drawing, I just don't touch it anymore. And so it will never be done. Another Donnie that never got finished, and so he looks really weird and patchy, and especially in the mouth area. I don't know what was happening there. I think I did. We're not going to talk about it, but they should kiss. Here are more detailed sketches of those characters. I specifically really like Jock up here. He's adorable. But here they are. Cute. And then this vampire looks very silly, but it's okay. And what's really funny actually is that she never changed at all. The zombie stayed the exact same from beginning to end, exact pose and everything. Here we just have some doodles, there's some Brahms, there's some Billy, and then there's one lone red guy. This is a little outfit I was going to put together. Whenever I fixed this top, I have yet to fix it. Another Donnie, obviously a Rise one by his goggles. This is an OC of mine named Kat. She goes along with Micah and their whole little band that they have. This, I feel, needs explanation. This is an OC of someone on TikTok. I cannot remember their name for the life of me, but it originally started out as a cringy, kind of making fun of My Hero Academia OCs. But they actually got a lot of positive attention from it and ended up turning her into a real character, and they shipped her with Uraraka, and so I felt obligated as an Uraraka lover. Really, I don't even remember the last time I bothered to watch My Hero. I got so over it after season 4, I never finished it. Here is Jin. She also goes with Kat and Micah in their band. And then down here are more Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle doodles. Here is another Donnie, just a bit more done. I really hated this brown pencil. I hated it so much. But I don't remember where my other browns were. Really, he just needs more red in there. He looks so ashy. My poor baby. Just working out... I don't know what here. I don't know... Oh, I know that those are... That's Tears for Fears lyrics. Shout, I think. And I think that's still that. I don't know. I'm gonna move the page in case I do need to censor those. But I don't know who these people are. But it actually looks like 2 of those people from that world that I was building. A Demogorgon that never got finished for my brother because it's like his favorite creature ever, so fine. Here's another Donnie. Just a little bit different. She's very cute though. I think this is Bayverse Donnie, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure. Working out whistlegraphs. None of these are mine. I don't remember who made them, but they had a cool little series going on with whistlegraphs. This is from some sort of drawing challenge. I don't know. I never finished it. I kind of wanted to, but I didn't. 2D. I love gorillas, and so there he is. This is a tattoo that I actually have right now. Very beautiful spider bat. And then here was working it out. And actually there's Batty. I can't remember his name. The silly little bat from Anastasia. And I don't bother to look at what those are from. I don't remember you, but face. Working out some new, not Sharpies, but some sort of permanent marker I had. And I was really upset by the purple, pink, and magenta colors. Here is another drawing of Jin. She's very cute. I know, I'm aware. And this is a little drawing. He's really disproportionate. It makes me very angry. But one of my friends really likes Bernard from, what is it called? The Santa Claus? Something like that? I don't know. So, there he is. This is a little demonstration as to how I used to draw animals when I was, like, in elementary school. We've all been there. And here's actual art of my fursona and not my fursona, but I had a username that I would use called Water Puppy, and yes, it is an Xbox generated name. And so I drew a water puppy, and this is Zip. That's my favorite drawing I've ever done of him. He's very silly. Thomas, however you want to say it. I don't know. Just, yeah. Ooh, a podcast that never went anywhere, even though we actually had a couple episodes recorded with me and my cousin called Southern Roadkill, and we were looking for a logo. I think we ended up kind of going with this one, like that, but I did like the heart one too. And there we go. This I know for a fact is from this year, and oh well, these are just falling apart, aren't they? And again, very thin from, yeah. Okay, this is definitely older than one of them, but it's fine. They're all from the same year. I don't think it matters that much. This is in graphite because it's something I had to do for art class. Occasionally, we would have these prompts we had to do to warm up, and this was a spider moving its luggage. This was also for art class. We were doing political cartoons, is what it was, and I have it somewhere else. But here was the sketch for it. I like the sketch a lot better than the final one turned out, really, but I was so over that assignment by the time that it came around to actually doing it. I like the sketches better. An unfinished Red Hood from my Batman AU. This is that one guy from Death Note. I know it is. I can't remember his name for the life of me. The cute one who is obsessed with Misa. Him. This one. Pretty sick. Pretty sick. This was also for our class. This was 2 hammerheads boxing in prison. So, I drew 2 hammerheads boxing in prison. All the problems were kind of animal doing this thing. Here are 3 drawings of Victor Frankenstein, all 3 of which don't look the same. And here is just Frankenstein. Didn't like this one. I did like this one, though. That one's actually on my Instagram. I might shamelessly plug my Instagram, who knows. This is an elephant dressed as a clown, I think it was. Or maybe it was an elephant at a circus. But I think it was an elephant dressed as a clown, scared of a mouse. And so, there's the mouse, there's the elephant, dressed as a clown, and he's in a circus, because why not? We would have like 15-20 minutes to do these things, and it irritated me to no end. I felt like I did not need that much time to draw. These are some Miguel O'Hara doodles. I didn't really go anywhere. Some shameless shipping of OCX canon. Again, technically not my OC, but her owner is very kind. This is some Akira, however you want to say it. I personally always pronounce it Akira. I don't know. Devilman Crybaby, obviously. Here is another rose. Beautiful. She's very cute. I specifically remember drawing this in gym because I didn't want to do anything. I never did anything. I would sit and draw all day. Working out shoes. I don't remember why. I hated this sandal, though. Here is some My Hero art, because really, the last time I drawn My Hero art had been so long, and something put it back into my memory, and so I sketched out really the only people from that show I gave a damn about, which was Kirishima, Sero, Kaminari, and Mina. Don't care for anybody else in that show. And this is actually a redraw of an old drawing. I might put it up here, I might not. Just some Red Riot. These are 2 OCs of mine. This is Othello and this is Clyde Thorne. They're both vampires. Not why their eyes are white, I just didn't care to draw their eyes. And actually, I drew these after my state tests, so these are actually older ones. This is a tree I drew and a bunch of math I was working out because I had to make up hours. And I never liked to actually do what I was supposed to. These are Lestat and Louis from the book. I adore Interview with the Vampire with everything I have, but I feel like that's gonna get very obvious very quickly. Okay, this is a character that my brother has made that he wanted me to draw, and so I don't remember his name. I think it might be Jackson. I'm not sure. The only description I got was a thug shark, and I was like, yeah, I can do that. These are some tattoos I was working out for my boyfriend since he wanted me to design him some. We ended up landing on the lava lamp jellyfish. It's very cute. A very bad proportioned and quickly drawn Ashley that I also did during gym class. You will also see, I think, a lot of Resident Evil art. I'm not sure though. More mica, but I really don't like this drawing and it's got a stain on it. It's probably a marker. This is a drawing of, I think, Book Lestat that I had done, I think maybe during lunch, that I just really didn't like, but I needed to use up the last page, and so drew him. And this one is I think technically the one before this is my second newest, definitely, but this one is this one. Oh, I can tell by the color here, Prismacolor here, her hair and everything, that this is a drawing that has been taken out and put in the folder. Here are some little moths, and actually I do remember doing these during the summer, so yeah, this book goes about basically to the summer onward. Some shameless My Little Pony self-insert. I was working at a cutie mark, landed on that one. He's pretty cute. Oh, that almost looked like a bleed through for a second. I could barely see it. A little body. I was working out a little cupcake design, and that's what I landed on. I might put a picture of the cupcakes up. Something else I'm probably gonna have to censor, but just anatomy. The works. I think this is gonna be Cat Noir, but I never finished it. I really didn't even watch Ladybug that much. I think this was gonna be my Bruce Wayne, but I just didn't finish it. I hate these faces, but I love this pen, and I hate them because I just don't like looking at them. Leon Kennedy mod with a mullet, because why the hell not? I love drawing long hair. And actually, I think that he didn't even have one. I just messed up, and so I gave him a mullet. But yeah. Some Invader Zim art, because I adore Invader Zim, but I think that's no surprise just by looking at me. We have some Louis Serra, because, yeah. I think at this point in time, I didn't have my game yet, which is unfortunate. I got it soon after. More Invader Zim! I remember someone in my English class really liked looking at this page a lot. She would tell me that this was her favorite drawing all the time. More Micah. For as much as I hate him, I draw him a lot. I just like the way he looks. This was another thing I had to do for art class. I think it was just draw what you did over break or something like that. And so this is a drawing of me and my cousin eating at a restaurant. Because that's what we did. My tattoo's on the wrong shoulder. We are not going to talk about it. It's an inside joke. You might get that was just a redrawn meme. And a little eyeball centipede. This was another one that I had to do for art class. I think it was a lizard. It might have said that he was wearing sunglasses. I don't know. No, I think it said he was wearing swim trunks. I don't know, building a sandcastle at the beach. Something like that. And so I drew a lizard wearing sunglasses and swim trunks, building a sandcastle at a beach. We're getting into the spider Sona now. He is in one of my other sketchbooks more, but this is Danny, my spider Sona. He's not me, but he's him. He does his thing. Unfortunately, his hoodie makes him look a little bit too much like Gwen Stacy, but I'm not gonna fix that. He's always had his hoodie. And his symbiote looks like Venom. For a while it was Venom, but I don't want it to be Venom. I just haven't come up with another name. Here they are again. He's just older here, and he was inspired by Ghastly. Sketches of these were better. I tried to line some of them. It didn't work, so I just stopped while I was ahead. I did not draw Salazar Sadler here, which honestly does upset me just slightly because they're really funny. My Singing Monsters, I cannot remember her name. But yeah. Another page for Danny for Halloween, apparently. Cutie. I don't remember who you are, but very cute, I guess. I think this is for, yeah, the stuff that's in the folder, but it was a thumbnail, so I guess it never got taken out. And Fishman. This is Rose again, and this is actually how Clyde came about. He's here, she's there. His name was Clyde Thorne. He was pretty cool. And I never finished that one, apparently. Is this more Clyde? It is. Even with the anatomy mistakes, I actually did really like this one to the point where obviously I was coloring it a lot, and what I really liked about it was that I was only using primary colors. I only used red, yellow, and blue. I kind of forgot my primaries there for a second, and so all of this is made up of just primaries. And I really liked it. I never finished it though. And again, 2-week rule, so it never got done. This is also going to be Wesker, I think. This is another Cat and Micah. I like Micah. I don't like Cat. She wasn't even going to be wearing all this. I think I just messed up really bad, and so I felt the need to fix it. We have another zip that is just okay. And this is more of me working out that political art. I ended up going with not dead, just unhappy. Oh yeah, because I didn't know if I was allowed to draw dead people. So, because these were like going out in the hall. So, I made sure to say that these people are not dead, they're just unhappy. With whatever's going on here. And then there was this one, but obviously I like this one more, and my teacher really liked that one, so I just went with that one. I cannot guarantee that this is the same angle as last time, but you deal with it. So we did not go through my most recent sketchbook, but I think I'm gonna save that until it's done. Anyways, I hope that you enjoyed the mess that was that run through of my sketchbooks. While I'm here, I guess I should shamelessly plug my Instagram. And you know what? That one too, you should go follow that one. Don't ask who that is. It doesn't matter, just go follow him. So that is the end. Very awkward. I don't really know how to end this. I didn't plan an outro. Guess just thank you ghouls so much for watching, and we'll see if this becomes a reoccurring thing. This might be the only one I make. If it is a one-time thing, bye forever, I guess, and if it's not, then I will see you next time. I don't really know how to say bye, so bye.